Hello my YouTube family, Josiah here, bringing you guys another Dark Souls 2 build. So this is a cosplay build. I'm very excited to have at this point of completion, because I want to show it off now, obviously. So this is supposed to be Jon Snow from a Game of Thrones, or just Game of Thrones, there's no A Game of Thrones. Just from Game of Thrones, and I think it looks excellent as far as the limitations of Dark Souls 2 and the options that I had. I really love how it turned out. If you guys don't know who Jon Snow is, let me put a picture up on the screen. So this is what I was going for. Now, quite obvious, this is a real-life show with, well, now it's made with real-life graphics, so I couldn't get it quite exact. But the biggest difference being the hair. I'm actually still quite satisfied with how this turned out. I think that the face is reasonably close for, again, the Dark Souls 2 limitations. And the armor, man, the armor is nearly perfect. If you guys haven't seen this armor, I don't blame you. It's a pretty difficult armor set to get. It's the Llewellyn armor. You can actually farm this outside of the Looking Glass Knights boss fog. This is dropped from the Horsehead Knights that are like made out of stone and originally are statues. If you wait for them to stand up and then you kill them afterward, you can get them to potentially drop this. It took me about 40 minutes to farm all of this, and I am very happy I decided to do so, because this is nearly the spitting image armor-wise of what he wears, as you guys saw. I'll put it up on screen again. Even the straps, while they're not quite perfect, he does have straps if you look. He's got the fur on his shoulders, and then the straps going across his chest. The straps going across his chest. Excuse me. His weapon is supposed to be, in the show, Longclaw. He actually has a named sword. All good swords in the Game of Thrones are supposed to have a name. I said a Game of Thrones again. I guess that's a saying they actually use, but the show is just called a Game of Thrones. But yeah, his weapon is supposed to be Longclaw. It's supposed to have a wolf's head at the end of the handle. And it can't quite have that in Dark Souls 2, but it is a bastard sword. I did look at a picture while I was trying to decide which weapon, and the curved guard on this weapon, separating the blade from the handle, is nearly identical to what his weapon has, and the blade overall looks quite similar. The feel of the weapon isn't quite doing it for me. He swings his weapon quite quickly. He's a very adept swordsman in the show, if you guys don't know. And yeah, he swings his weapon quite quickly, quite efficiently. The bastard sword, I don't too much like the feel, but it's just so close. I had to go with it. The only thing that would be closer if it was actually like supposed to be a replica of the sword in game, and it had the long claw wolf at the end. But yeah, I like it. I like it a lot, and I'll go over the build and stuff now. Yeah, before we get started, this build is meant to be a cosplay. This isn't really meant to be min-maxy. I will do PvP with it at some point, I'm sure. But yeah, it's not really meant to be very strong. And again, it's just meant to be a cosplay and fun. But yeah, we got the Bastard Sword plus 8. We still gotta max all this stuff out. But Bastard Sword, Llewellyn armor, gloves and shoes. Really good. Really cutting it for me. Rings will probably switch up some. We got the Ring of Blades, second ring. Yeah, this will all get changed at some point, I'm sure. This is just what I got along the way. I tried to finish this character quite quickly. And I'll go over the stats here. This is all subject to change again. We're not even level 100 yet. But this is kind of where I'm going with this. I'm going to try to get the most damage out of the Bastard Sword, most likely. Still have endurance and vigor to fight. Vitality seems to be fine at 4, actually. I guess this armor isn't very heavy. Yeah, not at all. Wow, it's very light, actually. Yeah, there's all that. Still probably about 50 levels for him to go, and you can look at it there. Man, I like how this looks. I really do. Let me know what you guys think. Let me hear your feedback and all. I just woke up not long ago, so forgive me if I was a bit off in this video. If I don't know, I just seemed a bit off, but yeah. I wanted to get you guys this video because I'm very happy with where this stands, and you'll probably see a lot of this in the future. Anyway, if I missed anything, let me know via comment. And again, stumbling over myself. But yeah, if I missed anything, or if something was hard for you to understand because I had brain lag, let me know via comment, and I will respond to them all that are questions. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you all. God bless.